Today is Tuesday of Holy Week, and historically, at least of my time around the diocese, or at least paying attention, Tuesday of Holy Week is when the priests of the Diocese of Peoria and the Diocese of Peoria as a whole would celebrate what's called Chrism Mass, and they actually consecrate all the oils necessary for all the sacraments that would need oils. And so they would bring actually school kids in from every every school in the diocese, as I understand it at least. And the schools I was a part of so far, I don't know exactly what they would have done here, but the schools I was a part of, they would actually bring the seventh graders who are about to be confirmed this coming year, or next year, I guess, because they would consecrate the oil there for confirmation. The guy who would actually walk in with the oil of sacred chrism, in other words, the oil that's used for ordination, would oftentimes be one of the transitional deacons who's about to be ordained a priest just weeks later. Right, so it's actually a big deal for the diocese because all those oils are then used throughout the whole year. Another thing that happens at that Mass is all the priests renew their priestly promises. So it's on Tuesday of Holy Week every year. It didn't happen last year that way because of everything going on in the world, but typically that's what would happen on Tuesday of Holy Week, right? Your priests at your parish renew their promises to do their best to love and serve you as best they possibly can, right? It's a big day, right? We hear kind of throughout the week of Jesus talking about those who will betray him. We hear throughout the week of Jesus talking about those who will betray him. We oftentimes think of Judas the Iscariot as the betrayer of Jesus, the one who hands over Jesus to those who want to hurt him. But if we really think about it, only one of the apostles stood at the foot of the cross as Jesus was dying. Right? 11 of the apostles betrayed our Lord and ran away. Right? They couldn't stand being with our Lord. They ultimately betrayed him. I think we see, unfortunately, in America right now, especially over the last many decades, bishops being unfaithful to Holy Mother Church and not really serving their people very well. We all have, know of stories, at least even if it's just from the news, of priests also not upholding their promises of true love for their people. Right? They've been accused of selfish love of their people. It's very sad, and it breaks my heart to hear those stories. And the little bit that I've been involved with young people and families and parishes just in general, right? It really does break my heart that priests would misuse that golden opportunity to bring them to Jesus and Jesus to them. I know that we live in a unique time, and I know that, things could be different, but for whatever reason, they're not. So I have a choice this Holy Week, right? To stay faithful to the Lord, or to be like a lot of other people and betray him. To not double down on my Lenten activity, to become easygoing, to give in to temptation, to say no to God's graces. Don't betray our Lord this week. Stay true. Recommit. Write down your why again. Even though we're in the final days, write down your why again. Recommit to this Lent. I promise you it will be a powerful Lent. 40 days of possibility, but I've got to respond to those possibilities.